Maybe today you weren't looking for anything related to God, or maybe you were, but you came with a wounded heart, with a mind full of doubts, with silences no one has ever been able to decipher. And yet, here you are. That in itself is already a miracle. Because when heaven wants to speak to you, it doesn't require perfect settings or elaborate rituals. All it needs is a moment of stillness, a breath of openness in your soul. Maybe this is that moment. There are invisible wounds no one else can see, emptiness that not even the best advice can explain, pains so intimate that only the heart itself understands. And yet, many times, we don't even know how to name them. We only feel a weight, an ache, a sense that something is not right. It is in that space, in that hidden and deep corner, where God draws near with tenderness, because only He knows what is happening in the depths of your soul. Only He can touch what remains hidden. Only He has the power to heal what no one else can. This message is called Return to God, because it is a whisper from heaven directed to you. It is a sign that He is not finished with you, that His love has not burned out, and that there are still paths for you to walk. You cannot give up because He has not given up on you. And if, as you hear these words, something inside you is moved, if you feel that your spirit has come face to face with something greater than yourself, it's because this moment was prepared especially for you.
If this message awakens your faith, I want to invite you to plant that seed in others. You can do it with a simple gesture, leaving a comment, sharing these words with someone else, being that bridge of hope for those who feel alone today. Maybe there are people crying in silence, without a church, without a place of refuge, who need to know that God is still waiting for them too. By sharing, you become an instrument of blessing. And if in your comment you write the phrase, "Only God understands me," it will be like lifting up a prayer to heaven, a declaration that says, "Even if no one else understands what I'm going through, I know you do, Lord." Returning to the Father is not an act reserved for those who have everything in order. On the contrary, it often happens precisely when everything seems to fall apart, when the soul is on the edge of despair, when the tears have run dry, when there's not even enough strength left to cry. It is in that very moment, in that fragility, when the need to look up and cry out arises. And that, my beloved, is not weakness. That is the beginning of healing. It is the breath of restoration that opens the way to something new. God does not expect you to come with a flawless life or with a heart free of mistakes or scars. He is not asking for perfection. He is asking for willingness. He receives you just as you are, with your doubts, with your wounds, with your anger, even with your confusion. Because what He desires is not a decorated version of you, but a living, honest, authentic relationship.
Sometimes we feel like no one can truly understand us, that not even we fully understand why we feel the way we do. There are pains that have no words. There are losses that leave gaps no one else can fill. There are disappointments that seem like they will never heal, but it is there, right there, that God comes. And He comes not to demand explanations, because He already knows it all. Not to have you organize your thoughts, because He already knows what you keep hidden deep inside your being. The Word reminds us in Psalm 34:18, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." Do you see it? It doesn't say He is near those who pray perfectly or those who always do everything right. It says He is close to the broken, to those who feel shattered, to those who don't know how to move forward. And maybe today you are one of them. Maybe you smile on the outside, but inside your soul is screaming in silence. Maybe you give the impression that everything is under control, but within you there's a storm no one else could imagine. This is your calling. You are not alone. God sees what others don't.
and He understands everything. I truly hope this message reaches your soul. May God bless you, subscribe, and until next time,